Good morning, everybody. So, I am making another video finally. Talking about things that didn't quite get done. We started this building over 2 years ago. I got the posts up and then dropped it and worked on other people's stuff. You know, compared to that building over there, our little casita that we started and got done in about a month, and you know, it went up quick, and we've been living in it ever since. I'm trying to stumble through some plants and things here with all kinds of sharp stuff. Anyway, so we've been working on other people's projects for the last couple of years, 3 years probably, close to it, and we're nearing the end of stuff that we've committed to, and we've got one big project that we're just starting, but that one, when I say big, I mean it's probably going to be a couple months. Not as big as some of the other ones we've done, but anyway, we're going to get done with that, and then we're going to get to work on our stuff. We've got that building I was just pointing out. We've got the rest of our shop. We want to finish pouring the other half of the slab, and so that building, the one right there, is going to be twice the size that it is. And yeah, but it kind of got to the point that we could work in it, so we just started working in it and didn't do anything else with it. The power building over there, that's been working well. I mean, even when it's well below freezing, it stays nice in there, just with the heat that the inverters and batteries and stuff put out. And we've got this trench that we dug 2 years or more ago, all the way over to the power building. We've got just our power line in there so far. We need to actually get our water and other stuff in there and close this dang thing up. We've actually got piles of dirt that Dig Trilingua brought over and dumped here for us to use, and we just never got around to it. So, got to get to work on that stuff. But on the upside, our mini splits and stuff like that have been working beautifully, staying toasty warm in there. I mean, granted, it's a one ton unit, so you know, it's only dealing with 200 and some square feet. So yeah, it's way oversized, but it does rev up and down, so it works great. And same thing with the power building. I mean, it's 70 degrees year round in there. And yeah, so I decided to get into this spray foam deal because we were looking at insulating the shop, you know, and I was looking at doing it with fiberglass and whatever, and kind of got enamored with the idea of using spray foam, and started getting quotes. I mean, there's only a couple guys that actually come out here, and neither one of them really seems that interested in doing it. I shouldn't say that, but I mean, not interested in doing it, not interested in coming out, and their prices reflect that. So anyway, I started looking into it, and I'm going, well, for what they want to do just that one building, I can almost pay for, you know, the rig and the foam to do that building. So you know, and by the time we do that building and that building, we're very close to breaking even. I mean, obviously I'm not paying myself anything, so that's a different scenario, I realize, but yeah, so that'll be fun. And then we're gonna do, you know, our other building over here, so by the time we're at that one, we're actually in the positive, and then I guess technically I am paying myself something for doing it. And if we do a few other buildings, then, you know, it's whatever. And if we're doing, you know, the shipping container and whatever, we can spray those and throw a little air conditioner in there and, you know, keep materials or whatever. Like if we're storing paint in there and stuff like that, it, you know, wouldn't freeze. Anyway, that's kind of my thoughts. We've got this windmill that I bought. I was so excited I was going to put up a windmill, you know. Well, before we even got here, I was like, or on the way down, I think it was, or maybe it was the second trip. I don't remember, but I mean, within the first 6 months of being here, we ran up to Missouri Wind and Solar and bought this windmill, and I have yet to put it up, even though 3+ years ago I bought the pipes to build the mast and all that. Never did anything with it. So that's one of the things we're gonna do. Actually, interestingly, I bought a piece of plate steel for the purpose of making, the little pivot for the bottom of the pole, mast, tower, whatever you want to call it. Um, and yeah, the only thing I've done with that is cut some pieces out of it for a job that we did to make weld plates. So, yes, get to work on our stuff. That's going to be fun. And then I can make some more videos of the stuff we're doing. I just kind of, customers will tell me it's okay to record stuff and whatever, but then I just kind of, I don't know, feel weird at their place, recording things of what we're doing and whatever. I mean, not so much recording what we're doing makes me feel weird, but just, I don't know what, their level of okayness with us doing it really is, and they may just say okay because they don't want to be rude or whatever you want to call it. So I just, yeah, I kind of shy away from recording stuff. Yeah, so anyway, we've got to go out and speaking of getting jobs done, we've got another job to do, so we're gonna go out and do that today. And we've got another row of solar panels to put up here. We've got our first 2 rows, those ones on the wooden stands. We did those when we first got here, and they've been working good. The only problem we have is in the summertime that the what do you call it? The slant, the slope, whatever. It's a little bit too aggressive. It's what the solar books and what all the little calculators tell you to do. I mean, we're at 30 degrees, and that's supposed to be perfect for out here. But the problem is, during the summer, by about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's the sun's over there somewhat. Well, not over there. It's over there, but whatever. The panels are actually casting a shadow on themselves. Kind of early in the afternoon, considering we still have light until 8, 9 o'clock at night. That's that productive light. And so with them laid flat like they are there, that front row, we're actually making power, until 8 o'clock in the evening. During the summer. Right now, not so much. And right now, those back 2 rows are pretty much perfect. But yeah, if I had it to do over, I would definitely put them at like 15 or 20 degrees instead of 30. Because even that flat row right now, and we're in November, and it's producing great power. I mean, in the morning it produces as much as the back 2 rows, and afternoon it pretty much produces the same. But the difference is, over the summertime here, it has produced dramatically more late into the evening. So anyway, and we'll be redoing our solar stuff. I mean, inside the building, just we put a couple of different inverters in that are 120 volt instead of the 240 single phase. So basically we run 2 120s, and that gives us our 240 split phase, instead of taking the 240 single phase and running it through a transformer to get the split phase. So that actually conserves a bit of power, because that transformer was burning close to 200 watts. So I mean, that's what, 4.8 kilowatts a day, so 5 kilowatts of production. So when we had our 7 kilowatts up, that was basically 1 hour of production every day that was just thrown away. And then of course it gobbles up, I'd say probably, apparently I gabbed on for too long. It said video reached max file size. Anyway, so our transformer was gobbling up 4.8 kilowatts a day or more, and it was using probably 3 kilowatts of our battery every night. So that's gone, and now our 2 inverters draw around 150 watts. And, you know, they do great and everything runs, so whatever. We run welders and air compressors and everything off of it, so it's, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go get to work and I will talk to you guys this evening. Hey y'all, so we're out doing another solar job here. We got this rack up yesterday, and usually what we've been doing is actually putting the posts in the ground and kind of, you know, I don't know, locking them in place with a couple of boards on the bottom, and then kind of using another board to jack them one way or the other to kind of, you know, get them level. What we're trying today is actually welding them on the ground like this. So these parts right there, that'll actually be the bottom of the, that'll go down into the hole. And so we've got our purlin down there on the ground. That's the same one that's up there on the high side on this thing, going out that way. And then we're gonna put the lower one on next, and then we're gonna just heave-ho the thing up into the holes, and hopefully everything will line up right, and then we can do our fixing onto the ground and try to, you know, level everything out and whatever. But we only have one axis to deal with at that point, you know, just getting it level north and south, because the east and west side will be locked in place already for the most part, because once it's welded onto the purlin, it really doesn't rotate anymore, and if that top part can't rotate, then, you know, this post is basically as level as it's going to get, which hopefully is fairly level. I've been putting my square up against each one and getting it square with the purlin, and then I use the big framing square to get it, you know, square up or plumb, I guess. Anyway, it looks pretty straight. We'll see how straight it is when we actually put it in place, but I think this will do well.